Hey everybody, here we have a Dell XPS 400 part system. I didn't get this one from the Go Computer Works store or from a thrift store. This is actually what's left of a non-working system I went to service the other day. Basically, the motherboard had failed in this computer, and I happened to have a Dell Dimension 3100 laying around and an extra power supply, so I took all that down to the place and swapped over a few parts and managed to get a working computer. Basically, the truck shop has two of these XPS 400 computers. The other one is still working just fine. This one, however, obviously, as I mentioned, failed. And this will show you guys. This is really just kind of a testimonial of Dell quality. I hear so many people talking about Dells, how they're pieces of junk and everything like that, but this one here has really taken a beating. The environment was very rough on it. It's never been cleaned out. This computer, along with the other XPS 400, sit in a truck garage office. So we're talking about lots of filth, lots of grease, all that kind of stuff in the air. And just have a look at this thing. You can see it's dirty. And of course, to be expected in a truck garage, it can get pretty dirty with all the grease and grime and all that kind of stuff. Just have a look at that front grill. Look at that. Now, of course, guys, this is not the most filthiest computer I've ever worked on. That one would go to the system that had the mouse feces and cigarette smoke dust in it. This one here is pretty typical for systems I get every once in a while. So anyways, have a look at the side. As you can see, little bits of dust and grease, that kind of stuff. And I have to tell you, it's kind of like the same way it is with cigarette smoke dust. You get oil and grease and stuff mixed in with the dust in the air. It too creates a really nasty formula. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and show you the other side. This side here looks a bit more clean. I'll show you the back. Now I'm going to take the cover off and have a look inside. Okay, got this system sitting on its side. But before I actually take the cover off, have a look at this. Look at all that dust. It's a wonder this thing could even breathe. And capacitor failure is, I believe, what caused this system to die. So let's go and pull this side panel off and so you can see for yourself. This is definitely a testament of Dell quality. This thing set in this kind of environment and lasted from, I believe, 2005 through, let's see, 2012. This one here, I mean, of course, it lasts up till 2012 without issue. I had to replace the power supply back in 2012. But now the motherboard is completely dead. Every once in a while I could get it to come on, but other than that, the back caps would cause it to fail. And you're probably thinking, hey, that thing's probably got little cheap quality capacitors, but actually, this one has Rubicons. There's just some bulging Rubicons right there. There's probably more back here somewhere. We got two Chemicons that are bulging. I'm not sure if that's the KZG series or not. That's a bad series, but I'm not sure if those are the KZGs or not. But of course, we got, let's see, like I mentioned, some bulging Rubicons there. Those Chemicons are bulging. And let's have a careful look at this thing. There's a power supply installed. That's not the original. The original power supply was slap full of back capacitors. I believe I posted a video of that sometime back when. Probably a few months ago. I can't remember for sure if it ever made it to YouTube or not. Now obviously the hard drives are missing. Optical drives are missing. And the memory is missing. That's because they use those components in the other system, which didn't have memory, a hard drive, or optical drives. And I used a different power supply in that system too because it was lacking the power supply. But for all you guys that like to put down Dell as being a piece of junk brand, this thing here has taken quite a beating. And yes, it's dead now, but this thing really, I mean, it suffered through some harsh elements over its lifetime. And like I mentioned, the other one is still working just fine. I have not had to service it yet. I have not had to take the cover off of it yet. And it still works to this day. So anyways, you're probably wondering about the specs on this thing originally. It still has its CPU. It's a Pentium D, probably a 820, not really sure. It had 512 megabytes of DDR2. It had, let's see, I believe a DVD burner and a CD burner. It was a media center computer that actually ended up just being used as an office computer. Still has the original video card. Not sure exactly what card that is. I believe it's an ATI Radeon. Not really sure of the series. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and start parting this thing out. I just want to show you guys this thing because I mean, it's a miracle this thing lasted as long as it did. So anyways, any questions or comments, feel free to ask, and thanks for watching.